And the answer is it'll be black discerning Mortimer. So there's a lot of interesting and somewhat surprising stuff going on here. So I hope when you solve this, if you did it by an experiment, you tried to find a general rule instead of just seeing what the result was. If you didn't do that yet, try it now. See if you can figure out a general rule for why we end up with this result. Then come back for the explanation, which will follow. So here's what's going on here. So we have this class hierarchy, and when we have multiple base classes, the order in which they're listed matters. So we listed discerning bear first. That means the discerning black bear will inherit the init method from discerning bear. What happens in the init method of discerning bear is we call the super passing in discerning bear. That means ignoring definition in the super bear and calling init. Looking just at this part, you would think, well, that means we're going to call the bear init method. And that's what would normally happen if we just started with a discerning bear. That's not what happens, though. What we get when we have super discerning bear self, well, remember the first class we pass in here means ignore that class. But the next class in the hierarchy, if we look at this, is actually what we got here. The super here we'll call the init method for the black bear. Now the super of the self object with black bear now is going to be bear, and we'll get to the bear init. So this is kind of surprising. This is one of the dangers of using multiple inheritance, that it becomes pretty tricky to understand what some code means.